hard choices lead to an easy life, and easy choices lead to a hard life. This is a quote by the great entrepreneur Naval Ravikant. I totally agree with him. Look, I remember when I was in college, everybody seemed to have a clear idea of what they wanted to do after college. They were all talking about how they'd love to find a good job at a good company, how they'd love to make 50 grand a year having a nice company car, and slowly and gradually growing in the company so that someday they'd get promoted. And to be completely honest, none of that shit sounded appealing to me. I did not know what I wanted to do after college, but I knew one thing. I did not want it to be stuck working at a crappy job that I'd hate, in a shitty office with a shitty job, and doing that for the next 45 years of my life, every day for 9 hours a day. So I started missing class, and one day, one of the few days when I went to college, one of my teachers said to me, "Do you really think your boss would like that type of behavior?" She even said, "Do you really think your boss would want to keep someone like you in the company?" And to that I replied, "I will never have a boss." Quite arrogant, I know, but I really wanted to stand up for myself, because remember the quote I said in the beginning of the video, I did not want it to go with the easy choice of finding a secure job, doing something that I hate for the rest of my life. I would say I'd prefer to go with the hard choices of creating something. Thanks to my brother who brought me into the entrepreneurial world, I ended up failing that school year. While all my mates were graduating, everybody was out of college that year, even my girlfriend graduated, I had to stay there for an extra year. All my friends were starting to have their adult life, they were finding a job, they were starting to make money, and on my side, I was stuck for an extra year in college. This was back in 2020. Now, fast forward 3 years later, at the moment I'm filming this video, things are doing pretty well for me. I've built a successful copywriting agency online, my clients are some of the biggest European online entrepreneurs, and I've been able to transform myself financially, mentally, and physically. I literally took control over my life, and I want to help you to do the same. Especially if you're in your 20s right now, just like I am, and you might not really know where you want to go in life. I want to tell you one thing. The choices you're making today in your 20s will probably shape the rest of your life. But if you start taking control of your life right now, starting to build yourself great finances, a great body, and a great mindset, then you'll probably be set for the rest of your life. So I came up with the exact 3 steps that I use as a guy in my 20s to literally make the most out of these years that are so crucial to shape the rest of my life. And the first step of this process is to have a clear understanding of the superhero version of you. The superhero version of you is the ideal person you would want to become in 5 years from now. And the first question to ask yourself as a guy in your 20s is, where do you want to go 5 years from now? How do you want to look like physically? How much money do you want to make? Just take a pen and write all of that in a piece of paper as a bullet point list. The point of all of this is just to find some areas of your life where you want to improve so that we know what we can start working on today so that you create yourself an ideal version of yourself in 5 years from now. By the way, I'm curious, just comment down below what type of person do you want to become in 5 years from now. Now, once you know what your superhero version of you looks like and what do you aspire to become, then we got to find a way to get you to that level. And to do that, you got to be super honest with yourself and just clarify your starting point. Where are you in life right now? How much money do you make right now? What does your body look like? Where do you live? Do you live in the ideal place you would want to live in 5 years from now? Once again, write everything down on a piece of paper because the goal here is to just understand how far you are from that ideal version of you in 5 years from now. And once we know where you are right now in life and where you want to go, we got to find you a way to get you to where you want to be in 5 years from now. So if your goal is to improve your finances, just ask yourself, what type of skills do you have that you could monetize so that you could start making money and get to that superhero version of you in 5 years from now. If you don't have any skills yet, then we should focus on your 20s to find a skill that you would enjoy and that you could use to start making money with. Start by asking yourself the following question. Which activities do you spend the most time on during your free time? Take that activity and just ask yourself, how can you monetize it? Like, there's plenty of stuff you can monetize. Let's say you're fitness passionate, just like I am. You could easily just go on about starting a YouTube channel and easily make some money out of it. If you're someone that's passionate about art, then you could easily start monetizing your art online, or you could even teach people to draw, to create art online. Or let's take a last example. Let's say you like watching videos like this one. You could easily learn a skill that would benefit people who create this type of content, making their thumbnails, editing their videos, and you could offer that skill to these YouTubers, for example. All you got to do in your 20s is to find yourself a high valuable skill. Once you have all of that, let's set yourself a 90-day goal in one area of your life. Whether it's fitness, your finances, your social skills, your self-confidence, just pick one area and ask yourself the following question. If there's one thing I can do that would make everything else move forward, what would it be? Then we got to set yourself an actionable goal. And here we're talking about a goal based on things you can control, not outcomes. For example, I can't control whether this YouTube channel is going to hit 100,000 subscribers within the next 90 days. But what I do have a control over is the fact that I'm going to be posting 2 videos a week for the next 90 days. And this is a goal where I do have a complete control over. Another example is that you can't control whether you're going to be making 10 grand a month within the next 90 days, but you can control the fact that you're going to put in every single effort possible to reach that goal. Like, you could easily commit yourself on the fact that you will be spending at least 3 hours a day for the next 90 days on the mastery of a new high income skill. This is something you have a complete control over. What's super important here is to have a goal that only depends on you. Nobody else can do it except you. Think of this 90-day goal you're setting yourself and break it down into small actionable steps, to the point where you can action a step right now as you're watching this video. Then the key step to this entire process is to surround yourself with at least one accountability partner. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, said the following: "No mind is complete by itself. It needs contact and association with other minds to grow and expand." Having someone that has the same ambitions and the same willingness as you have to reach their full potential is extremely important. To find that person, just look at your surrounding at first. Ask yourself, do you have a friend that aspires to achieve the same things as you want to achieve? If not, you can easily find some communities online. But I really feel that what's helped me a lot in my process of growth was the fact that I could physically meet with these accountability partners. We could mastermind at least once a week. And on my side, I do have 2 accountability partners. The first one is my brother, who now owns a super successful SMMA. He basically got me involved in the online business stuff. And the other one is a buddy of mine who's now a successful copywriter, just like I am. And the great thing about having an accountability partner is the fact that you can bounce off ideas with someone and get challenged on your goals, what do you want to achieve. You're also exposing your goals to someone else, which tests your accountability, and you're also forcing yourself to achieve them since you're exposing them to someone else. It also increases your courage because you're not alone in this journey. You're with your accountability partner. And all of this makes it unreasonable for you to not reach your goals. So that's it for this one, brothers. But I really want to insist on one thing. If you truly implement what we just said in this video, I can assure you one thing: in the next 90 days, your life will be completely different from where you are right now. If you like this video, make sure you smash the like button down below and comment down below what type of videos you'd like to see on the channel, and make sure you subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.